to get shook up, because it looks like spirit is with the 9, and that came right over movement and upwards, and 9s are at the end of a cycle. So it looks like this cycle is coming to a close. Hey Aries, thanks for being here. Always remember to use your own discernment and intuition with my readings. You know what's for you and you know what's not, so always trust yourself. This is a collective Aries reading, so only take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm just gonna dive right into the message. So Aries, the first number that I got for you out of my crystal ball was 9. I got moving upwards. I saw they look too perfect to be mountains, so I wrote down pyramids. I saw pyramids, and when I pulled cards, I got the solar plexus, which bring me to maybe someone has a crystal pyramid that they're using for their solar plexus, that may help with movement within that chakra. We have the number 3 here. I also seen a rabbit or a hare, so both words came to me, so I wanted to make sure I said both words. I don't know how that's significant. I can see it be fast movement. I also saw a ladder, so there was a big focus on the shape of a triangle, upward movement. The rabbit gives me fast movement, so that could be significant in your energy right now. And with the solar plexus, if you're working on that, you might see quick movement within your whatever practices or rituals or work you're doing with that. The next card I got was teaching and learning with 57. There may be some, learning or teaching within this upward movement, this ladder, this fast energy. Maybe somebody is learning something quickly or teaching something quickly. I think it'll resonate, in different ways for different people. So when I did my dice, I do 3 rolls for each reading just to kind of see what comes out. I got 6, 6, 6, 11, 34, and 43. Well, I had a 3 and a 4, and I saw it both ways. 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 14, and 22. So I don't know how that will resonate for, everybody, but that could the numbers could be significant in some way. 6s were a big, and actually I just seen this, 6s were big when I rolled the dice, and it's like this card. So it's funny because the card has a 3, and then I got a 9 when I gazed in the crystal ball, and then 6s. So 3, 6, 9 could be significant for someone. I also did get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6s. So there could be a lot of movement, but then jumps, especially with the 3, 6, 9, and with the rabbit and the ladder. There could be quick jumps going on here. I'm gonna pull more cards just to kind of see what else is in the energy. I'm going to use this deck first. What else can I say here for Aries energy? Can I have more on the solar plexus chakra card? or the teaching and learning, solar plexus. And we have 8 of Swords in reverse. Some kind of thought process. So the solar plexus is connected to like creativity. So there could be some kind of thought process or thought patterns that are affecting your solar plexus in some way. What else can I say here? Okay, so somebody may feel that their solar plexus is blocked, may be working on it because they feel this way, and that's why I picked that up, or is being called to look into ways to open up that chakra. With the 8 of Swords in reverse, I got the Magician in reverse and the 7 of Pentacles. So it's showing me that there is, it feels like a stop or something. And maybe that's why the ladder and the rabbit, maybe somebody is trying to manifest movement and they may not see it happening. 7 of Pentacles is a lot about work, is a lot about, you know, creating an earthly energy of creation of something material and physical. So you could feel like a slowdown right now. And these are just like confirmations of the reading. What about the teaching and learning? What about the teaching and learning? What can I say about that? This card. Okay, these. A Queen of Swords and 7 of Swords. There could be somebody who is very bold, or maybe this is your energy, very bold and in the way that they talk, could be a very blunt person. And this could be let me get a little bit more on this. What is the 7 of Swords? Okay, yeah, so all right, I didn't want to say until I got more confirmation, but there could be something that's kind of tying you down in your thoughts. I don't know if this is somebody that's helpful or not helpful, because let me ask that, because it's showing me that there's some energy of being like stuck, and I got it over here too, of like a standstill, slow down kind of energy. And who is this Queen of Swords? Tell me more about this Queen of Swords. 7 of Wands. There's something here with boundaries and protection, standing your ground with the 7 of Wands. And we have double 7s here, and it's in reverse. So somebody could be called to kind of back away or protect themselves, especially with the Devil card in the upright. This kind of looks like being, I mean, even in the card you can see he's all tied up. There could be something that you need to kind of unbind yourself from, or someone, or with the Swords energy popping up, especially with the 8 of Swords, it looks like there could be some either manipulation or influence on thought patterns that are stopping you from being creative. But it looks like there's an opportunity to move out of this, to climb a ladder, to have movement away from this. There may be someone around you, whether that can kind of give you information with the teaching and learning card. What's the best guidance? And if you do feel called to work with a crystal, maybe it's in the shape of a pyramid for your solar plexus, if that's something you feel comfortable with or have been feeling the call to, that would be confirmation for you. So 10 of Swords. There's a lot of air energy, a lot of logical energy going on. And this is kind of feeling like stuck, that same energy of feeling like stopped or slowed down. I mean, even here, you can see this card as it, you know, the sword's just in the back, but when I see this card, it kind of looks like he's stuck to the ground, and I've never seen it like that, but it's kind of like it's using it to keep him still to the ground. So there's something here about stagnancy. What is the guidance on this? What is the guidance on this? Lots of sword energy here. Knight of Swords in reverse. This feels like not taking somebody's message or communication. It may be blocked for some reason. What else is the guidance? Like if somebody is being negative towards you in some way, it feels like the guidance is to cut off, like, don't take in what they're saying. Page of Cups in reverse. Let me get a few more on this. Okay. There could be a relationship here or a connection. It could be in, you know, it could be romantic, you know, financial, business, a friendship. There is something here. We have the Two of Cups in the upright that is of importance within this. And we have a Tower. So there's going to be a big shakeup to move this energy, this stuck energy that I'm feeling. There's going to be a shakeup. With the Two of Cups, it does give me romantic vibes, because the Two of Cups can be that, but it also can be a close friend or a close business partner of some, you know. Let me use this deck. And the Two of Cups came right underneath that Devil card. There could be something in a relationship that feels like it's like holding you back. But with the Two of Cups in the upright, I can see this in so many different ways. Let me get a little bit more on this. Can you tell me more about the Two of Cups? Is this a good relationship for Aries? Or is this what is holding them back? Oh, wow. Okay. 5 of Wands in reverse and the Magician again in reverse. So that is very significant in this reading. There is something that is either A, stopping manifestations, or it's an energy of manipulation. And it did come over this 2 of Cups. There's something with a relationship here. 5 of Wands in reverse, there's conflict. And with the Tower that came out before, this is about to get shook up, because it looks like Spirit is with the 9, and that came right over movement and upwards, and 9s are at the end of a cycle. So it looks like this cycle is coming to a close, because Spirit wants you to move upwards, wants you to go like with the rabbit energy, that's fast energy, that's moving upwards. So it looks like this relationship, I'm not going to say that it's going to end, because I'm not quite sure about that, if it's going to end or if it's just going to shift and the energy between this relationship is going to get better, or if it's going, it's something that's going to just not be of significance anymore. But the Tower is going to shake it up. And there, with the Magician coming out twice, that's confirmation. Something is not in movement. And Spirit is trying to, well, not trying to. Spirit is definitely giving the message of it's about to move. And with the Tower card, it's like whether it's like something's going to happen to make it move. Like, especially if you feel stuck. Is there anything else I can say here? What else would be helpful within this Aries energy? And remember, only take what resonates with you, leave the rest. This does seem King of Pentacles. There's a grounding energy here that wants to emerge. This could involve an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It came over the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Swords. What else about this King of Pentacles? What else can I say about this King of Pentacles? Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And the Eight of Pentacles is depicted in this card as a web. So I feel like, and again, like I'm getting that energy of being, like I'm seeing the symbolism in these cards of being like stuck. The Eight of Swords tied up, the Devil tied up, the the Ten of Swords like stuck to the ground, and the Eight of Pentacles is a web. And with the King of Pentacles, I feel like there's some kind of grounding energy that is going to remove this or shake this up, so you can figure out how to like clear this out so you can get moving again. And I'm going to get a closing message with these cards. Closing message for Aries. What is the best closing message for Aries? Maiden with innocence. That's an 18, so it comes back to a 9. And like we said, there's a lot of 9s energy here. Is there any other closing messages? Underworld. So we have Maiden, Hecate, and Haunted. The Haunted card said, the breaking of the floor beneath your naked feet, the creaking of the walls as the cold kisses flesh. You're never really alone when in the company of hauntings within bone. So I think that you are being guided, especially with the Hecate card with Underworld. She's holding that torch. You are being guided through this. There is something about your innocence. You're being protected with the maiden. She's holding a little lamb. So through this untangling, this clearing, you are being guided and protected. And always remember that, like, you're never alone. You know, no matter what your beliefs are, always go to that. Whether, you know, whatever you do to connect with spirit, I would definitely say that that is going to be important during this time. And see, the bottom of the deck is crafter with creativity. And that was a big with the solar plexus. So there is something here going on with creativity within your energy, but you are being guided through this. And I do see this situation really having that upward fast movement. Okay, Aries, thank you so much for being here. I hope that this reaches you well. Always remember that you are loved and blessed, and see you next time.